Tipping the scales just a few pounds shy of the 4,500 pound mark. This is an Ascend 23-foot, like, classic ultralight layout with a very different attempt at styling for the fact that, you know, you see that odd, like, almost inflated teardrop shape of this thing. It has no rubberized roofing. It has 3 exterior skins. You have the front nose wraps all the way around the roof, down the back side, your 2 laminated sidewalls, and that's it. So it's a reduced maintenance RV, and the folks simply just wanted a layout that fit them a little better and decided to swap her out. So if you're looking for something that is couples oriented, very lightweight, and no carpet, well, hey, your search might be over. I thought I'd begin things inside like I very often do. With this slide out closed, it's very nice to be able to get through this camper. You see, you can clearly walk through it. You don't need to do a sideways travel trailer 2-step to travel access this rig. And it's kind of funny, because when I first stepped into this RV, it felt so familiar, but I couldn't wrap my head around it until a few minutes ago. If you think about it, if you look at it, this is really a small Class C motorhome floor plan that has been adopted to the travel trailer market. If you had an overcab bunk and, you know, a driver's cockpit area in place of that just bedroom, this is a small motorhome floor plan all day long. And I think that's what makes it so interesting, is how it's one of the few towable versus motorized layouts that kind of seems to make some sense. Now, as you might have noticed from the exterior, this camper does have a very pronounced north-south sweep. It does have a vaulted ceiling, basically. So in this living area, it gives it a nice big look and feel. It's a small rig, so it doesn't have central air, but I don't know that it really needs it, you know? The sofa slide here, what's kind of cool about this, it's only like, I don't know, 16, 18 inches deep. So when that sofa slide is closed, you can still fully navigate the RV. This camper doesn't at all need the slide out. It just helps. You've got a, privacy curtain to close off your front walk-around Camp Queen bed up here. I do like the dual hanging closet. I just realized something looking at this bedroom. This is a narrow body camper. This is only 7.5 foot wide. This is not an 8 foot wide closet. I realized that by looking at the bedside closets versus the bed, because those are standard Camp Queen dimensions, but those are not standard bedside closets. There's still plenty. It still gets the job done. I just happened to notice that. Sorry. Now, we are a very reputable dealer, and it's because of things like this that I'm about to show you. Because if we wanted to be shysters, frankly, this RV has a little bit of history that you could never visibly detect from my pictures or videos, but I don't hide stuff from people. If you look at this RV, you can see a spot there, spot there, spot there. There are a couple small places where in the history of this RV, there had been a seam failure, a water penetration. Small, but it happened. I will not hide things like that from you, ladies and gentlemen. If I see something, I say something. Like, it's neat that this is carpetless. This is easy cleaning, no vents in the flooring, pet friendly, all kinds of good stuff. But when I'm walking around my just shy of 200-pound body, there's a spot right here that you cannot see on camera. That is the slightest, I can't even find it, it's minor. There's a very small spongy spot. And I mean, I can walk over here, I can just be rough with this thing all day long. It's never gonna be a problem, unless you can neglect the RV, but the fact is, it is there. You deserve to know about it. If that's a deal breaker for you, I fully understand. That's why we're gonna get this out of the way right away. I talk about the elephants in the room, but sometimes much to my wife's chagrin. I am the kind of guy that says something when my wife's like, please don't. But the fact is, always know that if you're looking to purchase at Haylet RV, whether it's new or used, we will always treat you fairly. We will sell this to you the same way that we would want something sold to ourselves, with as much forthright honesty as we can possibly muster that we know at the time. So, that being said, if you're still with us, you understand that, hey, for the right money, she'll work. Now, overall, as far as I can tell, I think what happened here is it's a nice camper. And it was nice. It was built well. I know EverGreen, even though EverGreen's not in business anymore, they actually wanted us to carry their products for quite a while. And it just didn't work right for our lineup with some of the other brands that we already have on hand. But I knew my way around these things. And I know that it's not built badly. Now, the thing here is the owners that had it I don't think that they were properly instructed from the dealer who sold this to them on how to keep this RV in good shape. Now, when they noticed something like this, they obviously jumped on it right away and took care of it. Because if you go up on the roof, which we will do at the end of this video, you will see signatures of active preventative care and maintenance. They just unfortunately waited until something went wrong instead of proactively stopping something from going wrong. That's just kind of the situation here. So the dinette, the sofa both can fold down into a dining area. I do like that. You got the big cross breeze windows there under those above sofa cabinets, and then obviously we had those big cross breeze window directly next to the dinette. The refrigerator looks larger than it is because it's mounted up really high. It's a 6 cubic foot fridge, but it looks much, much bigger. I do like that bonus drawer down below, though. The microwave placement in this is irregular. I don't know, but it works. It's out of the way enough that it works. Now, you might notice there is no oven in this camper. Personally, I think that's smart because most people don't do baking in their oven. And now I know that the person watching this is going, hey, Jack, I gotta have a way to cook my cookies and biscuits. No sweat. That's why they make so many different campers. But the fact is, most people don't cook in their camper in the oven. I do like all the little radius and trim work, in this. Like, I like the extra stuff that they did up here. It's just nice little touches that they put in this thing, These corner countertops have actually become just like all the rage in modern campers. So maybe that's one of the areas where this thing was a little ahead of its time. And the bathroom is the only other thing we haven't seen back here. I do like that this has a corner shower instead of a travel trailer tub. Now, the bathroom is certainly not exceptionally large, but, it's also not bad whatsoever. Little glitch I noticed here in the bathroom. I don't know if maybe a faucet got left on or something, or you know what? I think I just figured out looking at it. I think that this vent got left open once, and it might have been raining, and some water got to that T-molded countertop and sponged and caused it to swell up. Now, you can see where they had gone through and attempted to kind of fill in those newly expanded gaps and whatnot. It's perfectly functional. It's not the most pretty thing. I would like it if it wasn't there, but the fact is it's there. Now, if you're okay with a couple things being not perfect, but still perfectly functional, well then, for the right money, I think you're going to get a sweetheart of a deal on this little lightweight. Until very recently, the RV was in storage, so it does have a little bit of, common storage dust accumulated on it. Folks did a pretty decent job of giving her a quick rinse off, but, it happens. That's what happens to any RV this time of year, really. It's a standard 8-foot wide body where it's really lightweight as it uses a lot of lamination and, that very small slide. This is classic ultralight thought and design, where they use a really small slide in a really intelligent position to give you a good sense of nice living space without making the whole RV extremely large, heavy. Freedom Express really was one of the very first ones to kind of break that mold and make a full-size, actually in a lot of senses, extra large travel trailer lighter weight, but they had to use a lot of Asdale material to do it. So power tongue jack, power awning, makes setting and breaking camp simple and easy. It has spent most of its time stored outside, but from that I can also discern that it has, generally speaking, been well maintained with at least regular cleaners. Now, the way I know it's been parked outside is because this propane bottle cover here has been sun faded. Now, it still functions just fine, and a little bit of fading I think is to be expected on any used RV of this age. But when I start walking down the side of the RV, I notice that the skin is not chalky. The decals are not peeled and flaky. So I can discern from that this has been fairly well maintained, all things considered. I have not looked at the tires. I've been forgetting to do that my first pass through lately. I don't really see anything on these tires that gives me even a moment of pause. These are 14-inch radials, just to give you an idea. Alright, everything there looks to be just fine. I do like the location of how all the hookups here are really centralized in one spot. That is nice. And those big LED taillights are very similar to what you see used on toy haulers even today, giving the folks behind you a very good, clear view of what it is you're intending to do on the road. Now, the rear corner here has a couple things going on, kind of like I mentioned inside. There has been an exceptionally minor level of water penetration in this RV historically. Does not appear to be the case currently. One of the areas where you will see that, I think this is a combination of factors. I think a little bit of water somehow, wherever it penetrated, got into the wall here, and you can see, I don't even know if it's showing up on camera, guys, but if you see it in person when the light's on it the right way, you can see where there's a line right here where a little piece of the skin in a vertical strip has popped from the substrate. Now let me walk back up here. Pardon me for doing the back and forth camera job. I can walk up to this thing and it's solid as a rock underneath. What I think is right under that line that I'm looking at is an aluminum stud. It is not necessarily unheard of on an RV that has seen a fair amount of towing, such as this one, to have a spot where the skin and the luan directly below the skin will pop away from an aluminum stud right below it. That is just called towing stress. But I think a little bit of water compromised it, and then the towing popped that line right there. It is what it is. You know, you're certainly not paying brand new RV money on one of these. But obviously, guys, we're willing to shoot you straight and be very decent as fellow campers ourselves to you, and we're not going to blow smoke and mirrors at you. It's there. I want you to see it, understand it, and form your own opinions. If what I just shared with you is a deal breaker, I get it. But understand, we have more than one used RV out here at Haylett RV, so whatever it is you're looking for, guys, new, used, or otherwise, know that you always get a straight shot and a fair deal from us here at Haylett RV. The awning on this is about as big as it could be. The awning, I will tell you, could use a good cleaning from the underside. I don't believe that has been the case in the past just by looking at it, but again, 30 minutes with a little scrub brush and a bucket of soapy water, and that would probably clean light up. Those are things that we could potentially do for you here at Haylett RV, but understand, if you want our team to handle some of those things, naturally I have to compensate good people for their time. That's just the way of the world, unfortunately. Whereas if, you know, it's something where, just like any home improvement project, if you have the ability to do it yourself and cut out the labor, you're going to save a ton of money. So the awning arms here are an easy tilt also. You can just peel them with 2 fingers. Now, you look at this and you say, oh my God, what kind of cheap nonsense is this? It's only got a single entry step. You might not have noticed when we were inside the RV, very much like a motorhome. It has that extra little bucket step. And remember when I described the living area as having a motorhome style layout? This is kind of in tune with that, really. Aluminum wheels look good here. Outside TV hookups, and that door right there is actually storage under one of those dinette benches, kind of like that door is storage under the front pass-through. So, there you have it, guys. Is she flawless? No, she's not flawless, but it's also nothing I feel we really have to apologize for. I've seen far worse, and I think that this thing has a ton of good camping left in it. If you're trying to get rid of the family bunkhouse, you're looking for a smaller, lightweight couples camper, you have like a, appropriate tow package SUV or small truck, or you just don't want a big RV, this could work for you. I think that's pretty much the easiest way I can phrase it. Now, the roof could use a bit of a quick spot cleaning, but frankly, right now it's spring. Most folks haven't even got their RVs out of storage yet for the winter time. So I don't think that that's necessarily a huge ding against this. This looks pretty normal. But what I see, when I look around here, I can see like around that skylight where it has been proactively spot sealed the way that an RV roof is supposed to be maintained. Here's another thing though. This is not rubberized roofing. If you notice, this is a one-piece fiberglass sweep from nose to tail. So this is a roof that has reduced maintenance. I don't call anything no maintenance because obviously we still have seals to take care of, but this is an RV roof that is a little bit easier to clean and maintain. And this is called being on top of things. Get it? This is a walkable roof, by the way. I'm on a ladder off the back of it currently because I wanted to look up here, but there is nothing that says you can't walk on it. But overall, guys, you know, you can't even see them all from here. We have so many RVs, the camera can't catch everything, but whether it's hitching pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between, we do it all at Haylett RV. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.